Ang problema lang sa inyo, Father, you are trying to capitalize my words for propaganda purposes. That's very bad, Father. Masama po yan. Huwag niyong gamitin, you do not take the word out of context para i-propagandize yung isang issue. Ako, sinabi ko shit happens because I'm blaming myself as the chief PNP. Nangyari yang hindi dapat nangyari. Namatay yung bata, tinamaan. Really, shit happens.
Narinig na natin yun, at least we have two real life incidents na namatayan po yung pamilya. We have nag-testify po sila ito under oath, no? But then, and then narinig natin from nabanggit yung programa ng paghilom. I think that is Father Flaviano Villanueva. Sige, Father, tell us what that is at anong ginagawa nun, and then because of your involvement dyan, ano naman ang iyong mga observations or conclusions? Father, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. There are other witnesses po na kasama ko, and they also have tales to tell. And let me just recognize them. Arlene, Ellie, and Arsenia. Now, let me begin by being asked by an EU ambassador, what does a priest do with the victims? Ang tugon ko po dito, dalawang tanong niya, what does the priest do with the victims? What and how can this madness ever take place? Ang una kong sagot ay, sa SVD, tinuruan kami na hindi lang magbahagi at magpatotoo sa katotohanan. The Word became flesh, and we seek the flesh and serve them in the flesh. The second was, I told the ambassador, for you to understand the drug war that took place from 2016 to 2022, you have to go back to Davao. And in that, I have a presentation. If it's ready, I'll briefly run through it as a guide, but not all. And sa Davao, there are testimonies. In my presentation...
Father, keep your presentation within 5 minutes, kaya?
Kaya po.
Kaya. Sige, go ahead. Sige pa.
And in this presentation, let me say that these are from fact statement made in public. Hindi ko po personal to, but these are all made in public. And the second would be facts from my own experience and encounter. Let me begin by what the former president uttered. In the next slide, please. Following the death squad would be the statement, they are saying that I'm part of a death squad. True. That is very true. I'm just pointing a point. Followed by, next slide, please. The other slide. If you are doing an illegal activity in my city, if you are a criminal or a part of a syndicate that preys on the innocent people of the city, for as long as I am mayor, you are a legitimate target of assassin. At ito po ay pinatutuhanan sa susunod na slide ni Arthur Las Cañas, who said, and I quote, Duterte is the lord of all drug lords in the southern Philippines. He is the most dangerous person in the southern hemisphere. End of quote. Another person na nagpatutuo po ay walang iba kung hindi si Edgar Matubato. Ang kanya pong winika ay, it was Mayor Duterte himself who recruited us. He was present when we were organized during a meeting at the Old Men Seng Hotel. He called us the Lambada Boys. Our work was to kill and only to kill. At the start of the Lambada Boys, actual killing served as our training to kill people who were defenseless and who were caught unaware. This is the Davao template. And moving forward, and just to sum it from the records made in public, meron po 1,000 hanggang, o at least 1,000 ang namatay sa 1998 to 2008. Moving forward, what did we discover in the DDS template? Let me provide 4 elements sa nakita ko, nakita ng mga testigo. And these 4 elements in the next slide would present to us, meron nakikitang shabu, 1 hanggang 3 sachet, kapiraso lang, hindi pang mayaman, panggamit at pambenta para maitawid ang pamilya. Hindi ko po sinasang-ayunan ang mga adik sa dahilang 15 taon din akong gumamit. At kaya ko po pinasok ang ganitong pagtatanggol sa mga inakasahan na adik, naniniwala ako may pag-asa sila. Hindi dapat paslangin o pasabugin ang bungo. Pangalawang bagay na nakikita ay ang revolver. Meron mga patunay na ang revolver ay tampered. Ang revolver ay ginamit na 3 beses sa iba't ibang crime scene. Short of saying, recycled. Ang katawan ni Jonas sa susunod na slide, pangalan niya po, Jesus Jonas. Ito po ay nakita noong October 8, 2016. Ang sabi, as always, palaging sinasabi, nanlaban. At kung titignan natin sa pangalawa at susunod na slide pa, nariyan po ang pulis, ngunit kapansin-pansin sa susunod na slide na merong handcuff marks. May handcuff marks at ang kanyang mga daliri ay bali-bali na. Tanong lang simple, paano siya nakabulot at pumutok? Sa unang araw ng pagiging Pangulo ng dating Presidente, 39 po ang patay. Sa susunod na slide, bukod, ito po si Gilbert, masabi ko lang, Barker, tinatay habang nagtatrabaho. Sa first 100 days, in the next slide, we will see that there are at least 3,600 killed as part of the so-called accomplishment. The following slide would give us better numbers or more gruesome numbers. 39 killed on July 1. The number of daily killings averaged or peaked at 49 on what we have called a one-time big time. 33 was the average number of killed. There were 122 children, sinasabing collateral damage daw. 58 killed in a day and in 3 days. And let me just say, given this carnage and along with death-appalling statements instructing police to kill, this points to one thing. There is a mad killer or killers at the loose. If this is not addressed, then we are doomed.
Father, your 5 minutes are up, so okay na?
1 minute.
Can you wind?
Sure.
Yes, 1 minute.
Okay.
Say, go ahead.
Micah was killed, 3 years old. And ang kalungkot-lungkot na nabanggit ng ating ginagalang na senator, shit happens. Aldrin Pineda, ang tanong niya, bakit ako binaril ni Omar? And in the last 30 seconds, let me present sa 312 na sinabi ni Randy De Los Santos, nung lumalago na po ang programa ng 200, naggawa ako ng munting katanungan, ilan ang nagdodroga? Ang sagot nila, 120. Ibig sabihin, merong 80 walang kinalaman sa droga. Inosente. Ang sunod kong tanong sa kanila, sino ang nagdodroga nung pinaslang o pinatay sila ng pulis o civilian police? Wala po nagdodroga sa amin nung pinatay sila. Ang isa pang magic number, 0. Sa kanilang salaysay. Hanggang sa ngayon, ipaglalaban nila, walang pinaslang. Sino po ang mga principal? Alamin ho natin sa quad hearing. If I may just share.
Is that, Father? What is
These are
that?
the list
Sige,
of
go
the
ahead.
members
Sige.
that we have.
Members ninyo ng programa. Apa. Programa Paglihom.
329 names.
Ah.
Pinaslang lahat. Lahat ay may affidavit. Lahat ay pwede magpatotoo. Lahat po ay may pamilya na wala ng breadwinner. At ngayon ay naghihikahos, ngunit lumalaban ang hangad, katarungan sa bansang makadiyos. Hindi dapat palakpakan ang pumapatay. Dapat ito kinakalinga at hinihilom. Marami po salamat.
Father, ganito. Kaya kayo maraming alam sa issue na ito kasi kayo ang nagpapatakbo ng programa, anong name?
Program Paghilom po.
Program
Your Honor.
Paghilom. At dahil sa ikaw nagpapatakbo niyan, ano yung interaction mo? Doon sa 312 families o sa 200 families?
Both po.
Ilan? How many families nga yung
We have
ka-interaction mo?
312 families.
312 families yung ka-interaction mo. Kasi
Yes, po.
namatayan sila lahat. Yun po.
Yes po.
That's why doon nakabase lahat itong sinabi nyo.
And that is in coordination with Randy De Los Santos being my field
Kasi,
coordinator.
kasi si Kian is one of the 312 na nakalista. Sige po. So, definitely organized na yung data ninyo. Tama?
Yes po.
Apo. So, can the committee request for your organized data?
We will, upon checking po with our lawyers, what we could share and what is highly confidential for their safety.
Ande, sa tanong marami na tanong. Ay inaano ko lang yung itong nilalagay ko lang sa context yung bakit tinawag natin si Father Flavi as a witness. Kasi although hindi siya namatayan, hindi siya but 312 families ang inaruga nung kanyang organization na program Paghilom at meron kang personal interaction with them. Okay, sige.
Salamat.
And then meron kang sinabi na, sabi mo, Senador, na sabi, shit happens. Sino yun? Are you referring to?
Yung po yung nabanggit ni Senator Go nung namatay si Micah.
So, Senator, go.
Sorry,
Senator?
my apologies.
Senator
De
Bato.
La Rosa.
Sige, as a matter of right, the Senator can react if he wants to.
Yes, Mr. Chair, thank you. I just would like to put in context. Paano ko sinabing shit happens? Indeed, I said that. Shit happens. Because sa amin sa police, sa military, during operations, when you don't have complete control of the operational environment, you expect shit happens. Yun nga, nangyari nga. Namatay yung bata, tinamaan yung bata. Talagang, for me, for us, shit happens. Nangyari yun. So what's the fuss? What's the fuss about blaming ourselves for... Sinabi ko, talaga nangyari. Hindi perfect yung operation. Hindi mo kontrolado ang environment. May tinamaan na bata. So, anong tawag ko dyan? Perfection happens? There's no perfect operations. Sometimes shit happens. That's what I say that. But that does not mean to degrade the soul, the departed soul of that child na namatay. Ang problema lang sa inyo, Father, you are trying to capitalize my words for propaganda purposes. That's very bad, Father. Masama po yan. Huwag niyong gamitin, you do not take the word out of context para i-propagandize yung isang issue. Ako, sinabi ko shit happens because I'm blaming myself as the chief PNP. Nangyari yung hindi dapat nangyari. Namatay yung bata, tinamaan. Really, shit happens. Pero, when the media presented it, when the media articulated it in their papers, wow, iba na. Bato is demonyo na. Na yung bata parang masaya pa dahil lang namatay yung bata. Mali po yun, Mr. Chair.